Blog Talk Radio.
And welcome to this edition of the Men Empowered Organization Blog Talk Radio.com. Let's talk. We are getting ready to get underway. Tonight we're going to make it a short night and bring you 2nd Esdras chapter 6, beginning with verse 11. We will do that momentarily, but first we will take a quick music break. I was contemplating on canceling this show, but I wanted to go ahead and push forward. Some things have been occurring that I cannot control, but we will push forward as much as possible. As you all know, Dr. Maya Angelou passed away, and we want to give our condolences to the family and remembering her at this time. So thank you for joining Blog Talk Radio. Let's Talk, brought to you by the Men Empowered Organization on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com.
Watching over me, I want you to see. They got my back when the devil attacks. When he raises his head, they cut no slack. Whatever I need, I can pray it. Wait for my God to come along and okay it. If I want to get my praise on, I'll play it. Sit back, enjoy these tracks. I'm about to blow. Here we go.
Welcome back to Let's Talk. We are bringing you the Apocrypha books. We are in 2nd Esdras chapter 6. And we want to say a much condolences from the Men Empowered organization to the family of Dr. Maya Angelou. As you all know, that she passed away, and our condolences goes out to the family. What a great impact she had on the African American community here in the U.S. as well as all over the world. Our condolences to that family. Well, we're going to make it a short night right here on the Apocrypha books. We're going to go ahead and finish up chapter 6, and on tomorrow we will continue and go into chapter 7 of 2nd Esdras right here in the Apocrypha books. Let's start out with verse 7. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning? He said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Verse 9 again, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Now you all know the prophecy in that we are still in the time of Esau. Jacob will rule when Christ comes back, because Christ comes back. He is from that lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question Esdras asked thou not. Verse 11. I answered then and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, if I have found favor in thy sight. Verse 12. I beseech thee, show thy servant the end of thy tokens, whereof thou showest me part the last night. Verse 13. So he answered and said unto me, stand up upon thy feet, and hear a mighty sounding voice. 14. And it shall be as it were a great motion, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. 15. And therefore, when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the word is of the end, and the foundation of the earth is understood. 16. And why? Because the speech of these things trembleth is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. 17. And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood up upon my feet, and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spoke, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. 19. And will begin to make inquisitions of them what they be that they have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the afflictions of Shiloh shall be fulfilled. Verse, the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. 21. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voice. The woman with child shall bring forth ultimately children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. Verse 22. And suddenly shall the sworn places appear unsworn. The full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty. Verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. Verse 24, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run. Verse 25, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation, and the end of your world. Verse 26, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not cast death from their birth, and the hearts of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. 27, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. 28, as for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which had been so long without fruit shall be declared. 29, and when he talked with me, behold, I looked by little and little upon him before whom I stood. Verse 30, and these words said he unto me, I am come to show thee the time of the night to come. 31, if thou wilt pray yet more and fast 7 days again, I shall tell thee greater things by day than I have heard. There it is again, ladies and gentlemen. You see that fast again. You get revelation. It's speaking of it. It says that, let's read it again. If thou wilt pray yet more and fast 7 days again, I shall tell thee greater things by day than I have heard. So there's the revelation that you seek from fasting and prayer. Verse 32 is heard before the Most High, for the Mighty had said, thy righteous dealeth. He had seen also thy chastity, which thou had ever seen, ever since thy youth. 33, and therefore had he sent me to show thee all these things, and to say unto thee, be of good comfort, and fear not. 34, and hasten not with the times that are past, to think vain things, that thou mayest not hasten from the latter times. 35, and it came to pass after this, that I wept again and fasted 7 days in like manner, that I might fulfill the 3 weeks which he told me. Verse 36, and in the 8th night was my heart vexed within me again, and I began to speak before the Most High. 37, for my spirit was greatly set on fire, and my soul was in distress. 38, and I said, O Lord, thou creation, even the first day, and said thus, let heaven and earth be made, and thy word was a perfect work. 39, and when was the spirit, and darkness and silence were on every side. The sound of man's voice was not yet formed. Verse 40, then commanded thou a fair light to come forth of thy treasure, that thy work might appear. Verse 41, upon the 2nd day thou madest the spirit of the firmament, and commanded it to part asunder, and to make a division betwixt the waters, that the one part might go up, and the other remain beneath. 42, upon the 3rd day thou didst command that the waters should be gathered in the seventh parts hast thou dried up and kept them, to the intent that of these sums being planted of the Most High, and till might serve thee. Verse 43, for as soon as the word went forth, the work was made. Verse 44, for immediately there was great and innumerable fruit, and many and diverse pleasures, for the taste of and flowers of unchangeable color, and odors of wonderful smell. And this was done the third day. Verse 45, upon the fourth day thou commanded that the sun should shine, and the moon give her light, and the stars should be in order. 46, and gavest then a charge to do service unto man that was to be made. 47, upon the fifth day thou sayest unto the seventh part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowl and fishes. And so it came to pass. Verse 48, for the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of the Most High, that all people might praise the wondrous work. 49, then didst thou ordain two living creatures, the one thou callest Enoch, and the other Leviathan. Verse 50, and did separate the one from the other, for the seventh part, namely where the water was gathered together, in parentheses, might not hold them both. Unto Enoch thou gavest one part, which was dried up the third day, that he should dwell in the same part, wherein are 1,000 hills. But unto Leviathan thou gavest the seventh part, namely the most, and had kept him to be devourer of whom thou wilt, and when. Verse 53, upon the sixth day thou gavest commandments unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, creeping things, and after these Adam also, whom thou mayest, Lord, of all thy creatures. Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. Verse 56, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast thou hast said that they are nothing but be as unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop. 7. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called the firstborn, thy only begotten, and the fervent lover, are given unto their hands. Verse 59. If the world now be made for our sake, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Now, this is the end of chapter 6, and is the end of our show tonight. And so on tomorrow night, we will bring you chapter 7 of 2nd Esdras. We'll be right back to close it up. You're listening to Let's Talk, brought to you by the Men Empowered Organization, right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network.
Like your job in the evening like that. I love my job, but I hate talking to people like you. No, I mean, I love it right now because I said earlier on, you're the last person I'm talking to, so.
So many words I can't explain. Satan ruling this world is hard for you to maintain in society. Pain building up and stress coming through with many different varieties. And you're trying to get your government cheese, bridge car, buying food, trying to make ends meet. You ain't the only one that's dealing with it, my confession. But you're tithing on your money, trying to receive a blessing, no patience. You want it now, no waiting. That's the problem with our people in the ghetto, when we should have been mellow. We should have studied more, search the depths, read, travel, explore. Instead of spending money on decor, you should have prayed during good times. Now Satan standing at your door. Now your situation has manifested and you're looking to your God for a blessing, but you don't deserve one. I know it seems hard just to manage the truth in the way of living. Proverbs 11, gotta have balance. Hard work, no chillin' with it. You ain't the only one that's dealing with it. Wait, don't go. I know the pain is unbearable, but possess your soul and wait till it's all finished. I'm telling you once again, patience is a virtue, it's easy to endure. Satan will hurt you if you don't have it. Was in a rush, so you crash into a station wagon. The father tried to hold you back, you want to go, he let you go, so you try to ride it out and crash the boat. Have you seen it or have you been in this situation? And you're listening, still living to have patience. If I said it, then I meant it. Who has a lack of patience? How to obtain it, pray 3 or more times daily. Got protection like an infant baby. Friend of father, I'm trying to spread the truth. You don't like it, don't bother. I take it to the farthest. Truth be told, the same people that like to go and party. Now I'm right back where I started. Don't be so thoughtless, remember who taught it. Hamashiach so faultless, he the savior. He brought us back from a waiver, trying to get to where it's safer. But I was born with these chains on paper. Straw man, no brain, no favor. Forbearance got us caught up in the fad. Every day a bag. My brother laying in there with a toe tag. And I'm crying cause I'm so sad. I wish he wouldn't have died, but that's life, I gotta balance that. I know it seemed hard just to manage the truth in the way of living. Proverbs 11, gotta have balance. Hard work, no chillin' with it. You ain't the only one that's dealing with it. Wait, don't go. I know the pain is unbearable, but possess your soul and wait till it's all finished.
We get the best interview out, you know. I mean, the whole thing like this afternoon when you have to talk to someone and tell you well, it's part of my job, so I have to do it. And we don't do it that often, so I mean, it's like, it's the first kind of press conference we've had for a long while, you know. 3, 4, 5 years maybe. So, I don't mind it. I try to do this every day, but yeah. You can't have this feeling good. I mean, obviously people are asking the same question all the time. They always do. They always do. No. I think it's more than music, you know. Your personality, so you talk about more than music.
New music right here on Let's Talk. The music of Shaud Israel right here on the Let's Talk show, brought to you by the Men Empowered Organization. That's going to do it for us on this abbreviated short night. We'll be back on tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to leave you now with my new co-host from Fort Worth, Texas. It's the music of Fire Harris. And you can find her music on Reverberation as well as SoundCloud. And check her out on Facebook.com. Don't forget, she'll be with us right here on Saturday Night Gospel Jam. We've got much more music coming from her on Saturday Night Gospel Jam. In the meantime, here is Fear. What is fear? False evidence appearing real. Here is Fire Harris. Shalom, Israel.
It's the fear of being alone. It can keep you holding on. It's the fear of being alone. It can keep you from moving on. It's the fear of being alone. Fear, it discombobulates many in relationships, and it can grip you so tight you can barely breathe. To take a breather. Will he love me if I give him love back in return? And will she like me if I don't eat sushi? Man, why can't people just be themselves? Either you are going to be accepted or you are not. And there are so many other competitors out there competing for the exact same spot. Why can't I just embrace you in all of your flaws, be they good or bad? And pure acceptance is something that we both never had. Love games are being played like a professional game of blackjack. There are so many losers, but only one can take home all of the winning. Wow, things are crazy out here. And I guess that's what got everyone walking around in fear. All of the ones who are faithful, devoted, selfish, and unselfish are all trying hard to hold on to the love they all felt were real, but the tides came in too soon and washed away their desire to feel. And fear is a powerful word when given authority to rule over hearts and minds, both near and far. That one true love seems so distant yet so close. And if only the fear would leave long enough for you to just grab a hold. I know it's within your grasp, just keep pressing towards your goal. Anger, abuse, deceitfulness, neglect, and infidelities are all being presented for all the hard work and time that you put into the job of being monogamous. The fear. It's almost suffocating, like you're having a panic attack for the very first time when you think about all the hurt and pain love has brought to the righteous lovers out here. Every time you try to do a little better to make a wiser choice in a make, here it comes again. It's fear. Maybe, just maybe this time you will be perfect. And maybe, just maybe this time you will get it right. It's there on your mind like it's a leash all day and while you are sleeping in your bed at night. But there's a golden day up ahead where you will be accepted for what and whom you truly are. No more fear will be needed. You will be healed from all of your wounds. You can now rest easily. Hold your head up high. You're no longer stressed or worried about rejection. The gift from the Almighty has been placed so close to your face you can taste it. You see that there's no need for you to be afraid. Let go of the pain. That mountain has already been climbed too many times. And this time you took the better route, leaving the fear far, far behind. Fear, it discombobulates many in relationships, and it can grip you so tight you can barely breathe. Don't let fear keep you from receiving the gift that God has for you. You're either going to be accepted or you are not. It's the fear of being